In a quaint village nestled between lush rolling hills, there lived a bright-eyed girl named Emily. With her wild curls and an ever-present smile, she was known for her unyielding belief in God. Her heart brimmed with faith, a trait that often drew admiration, but occasionally incited skepticism among her peers. Emily lived with her grandmother, a kind widow renowned for her delicious apple pies and wisdom-laden stories from her youth. Each evening, they would sit by the hearth while her grandmother narrated tales of faith and resilience, reinforcing Emily's belief that God was always watching over them. One summer, a terrible drought struck the village. The once verdant fields turned to parched expanses, and the villagers grew anxious as their wells began to run dry. Most of the villagers became despondent, worrying about the upcoming harvest and their future. Emily, however, maintained an unwavering belief that God would provide for them. Every day, she would visit the church at the village center, kneeling in prayer for hours, asking God to grant rain to their thirsty lands. Her friends, perplexed by her persistent hope, would tease her, saying, "How can you still believe when the skies are so cruel?" But Emily would simply smile and reply, "I have faith that God has a plan." Weeks turned into months and still no rain came. The villagers decided to gather at the church to find solace in collective prayer. Inspired by Emily's steadfast belief, everyone arrived, their eyes seeking the heavens. Together, they knelt and prayed fervently, asking for the skies to bless them with rain. Then, in the midst of their prayers, a gentle breeze swept through the church, carrying the rich scent of petrichor, the earthy scent that accompanies rainfall. Thunder rumbled in the distance, and soon, raindrops began to patter against the roofs, growing intensively into a downpour. Jubilant cries filled the village as the once barren fields drank in the much-needed rain. The villagers, soaked but laughing with relief, gathered around Emily, praising her faith that never faltered despite the trials. As the storm subsided and the skies cleared, a beautiful rainbow arched across the horizon, an emblem of hope and divine promise. Emily's belief in God stood unshaken, teaching everyone that even when faced with merciless trials, faith could bring light in the darkest moments. From that day onward, the village remembered Emily's lesson of unwavering belief, passing it down to future generations as testimony to the power of strong faith. And so, Emily's story became a touchstone for the villagers, a reminder that the heart's steadfast faith can weather any storm, illustrating the grace found in believing that there is always a guiding light, just a prayer away.